Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. Again, my name is Dr. Caldwell, and if you're here today, we're here to go over your x-rays and all your test results with you. So I'm going to try to breeze through this and just cover the major points. First thing I want to reiterate is the shape of the spine. No matter what medical book you open anatomy-wise, from the back or the front, your spine should be straight. From the side, we should have curve, kind of like an S-shaped curve to it. That helps it. That's kind of like a coil or a spring to absorb the weight of the body and the weight of gravity so it can dissipate equally. Now, the primary concern that we have are misalignments of your spine. These are technically termed subluxations. Now, in terms of the alignment of the spine, think of it like the alignment of your car. The more out of alignment it is, the faster things are going to wear out and break down. In the car, it's going to be the brakes, the tires, all the gears and things like that. Within the spine, we're talking about the joints, the discs, and even the nerve tissue coming out of the spine. Now, if you buy a brand new car, no matter how good you are about that car, within a few months, the alignment is going to start to shift. From the day you were born till today, your spine has been shifting and twisting about every week to 2 weeks, just on a microscopic level. So think of it like waves washing away a cliff. Now, when we look at the three concerns of the subluxation, the first one is going to be arthritic degeneration of the spine, which I mentioned last time is inevitable to everyone. The second is going to be herniation of the disc, and the third is going to be damage to the spinal nerves coming out of the spine, all of which occurs with a subluxation at different rates depending on how severe that subluxation is. Now we're going to look at the x-rays because this is an x-ray that we took of you. This is a healthy, normal neck x-ray from the side, assuming that this person is looking this way. So when you look at this x-ray from the side, I want you to notice a few key things. Notice this banana-shaped curve here. The curve in the neck is the same reason you'd want an arch and a bridge. It provides support. You've got this 10-pound head up here, and imagine your head is a bowling ball, and I'm holding your head like this. When you've got this nice curvature in your neck, it's pretty tolerable. There's a lot of strength and support. But if we start to lose that curve, it's the same as holding that bowling ball. As your neck starts to lose its curvature, all of the stress you would feel from holding the bowling ball is the same your neck is going to feel in there. So that's the first thing I want you to notice. Second thing are the disc spaces. If you can see in between those bones, you're going to see those different spaces. We want to see nice, thick disc spaces because that means that the nerves have plenty of room to exit. The next thing I want you to notice is how smooth the shape, how smooth the perimeter of these vertebrae are. They look like nice, smooth cubes. Now, when we look at this person, you can already see they've lost a lot of the curvature. They're very straight. Their head has been shifted forward by almost possibly an inch versus vertical. This person wasn't, just leaning forward. This was structurally how this person looks. So when you lose that curvature, again, go back to this, the bowling ball is going forward. All of the discs and the joints and the nerves are now getting compressed 10 times more stress. So this is going to degenerate this person's neck 10 times faster than this person's neck because we're getting way more compressive load there. Imagine if you had a knee that you couldn't bend, how much, you had to walk around with your knees locked all day, how much damage that would do to the knee joint is the same thing that is going to occur with this person's neck here. So another photo I want to show you. Now this is still a neck x-ray from the side. Now this person not only went straight, they started to bend forward. And now I want you to notice we've got good disc spacing, but then it's getting smaller, getting smaller, getting smaller, getting smaller. And we're starting to see some bone spurring going on toward the bottom. This is advanced stages of degeneration. This accumulates over time. This person wasn't even aware of the extent they had neck issues, but they had no idea how much degeneration, because most people don't get their spine checked until something's really starting to hurt. And if it took 40 to 70% damage to get them to feel it, it can accumulate quite a bit of trauma. So also I want you to visualize a banana. If you tried to straighten that out, that same stress that the banana would feel is the same stress that your neck is going to be under all day long. Now, when we look at the two of these, because those were the last two compared necks we looked at, the nerves that come out of your neck don't just control what you feel in your neck. They also control things like the inner ear, parts of the brain, parts of the sinuses, the eyes, the thyroid, which regulates your energy, weight gain, weight loss, but also goes into the heart and lungs. Now, most people that I ask if they're concerned about the health and function of their heart and lungs would say yes. And if the nerves going into those organs weren't getting healthy nerve flow, which these two people aren't, that's going to have a negative effect on the health of those different organs. Now, one other thing to mention, when you've lost the curvature here or your neck has bent forward like this person has, your spinal cord, imagine this is the curve you should have, and the skin of my hand is your spinal cord because that's essentially where it lays. As you lose that curvature, the skin of my hand stretches. Same with the spinal cord. So imagine a rubber tube getting stretched out because essentially that's what the spinal cord is. The diameter of that tube is going to narrow, therefore less nerve flow is going to come out and go into the brain and all of these different parts of the body. They've connected that alone as people age and you've lost the curve and stretched the spinal cord with Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, MS, a lot of brain disorders, even just brain atrophy, because not enough electricity is getting to and from the brain. Now here's a side view of a healthy lower back. Imagine again this person is facing this direction. There's some similarities because we're looking at it from the side again. Notice this banana-shaped curve, the disc spacing, these holes for the nerves to come out of, how smooth the bone shape is. And then we pull up this person. See the compression of the discs, see the spurring of the bones, see how much straighter in general this is. There's just not a lot of space. This person obviously is not going to have a lot of good mobility, not going to feel real good, probably going to have a lot of low back pain, but also functionally, internally, the nerves coming out of the lower back that control the kidneys, the bladder, the prostate, the reproductive organs, the digestive system, the electricity is not getting to those areas. So over time, like the plant not getting enough water, these parts of the body start to get dysfunctional. We have a lot of patients come in complaining of low back pain that as we start to work with and improve with, they start to notice changes in digestion, reproductive function, bowel, bladder, kidney function, overall dysfunction of their body, not just the pain and aches that they came into the door with. So it's actually really cool. Now this is a picture of someone that has scoliosis where we look at you from the front or the back and there's a big bend. Imagine it kind of like a column supporting a bridge that's starting to buckle and it's starting to bend out here. We mentioned this on the first video that you came in and saw. The body's going to start to add more calcium as this person starts to age. Now this person they were a teenager when they came in. This girl came in, she was a volleyball player, but she was getting a lot of low back pain. She actually told me later that she was still having trouble wetting the bed. And if you notice, the nerves that come out of here go right into the bladder. You know, and her parents, I told her there's a good chance we could help with that. Doesn't help. We don't have a cure for bedwetting, but when you have decreased nerve flow going to these organs, eventually it's going to take its toll functionally, not just pain-wise. So here's a couple before and afters. This was Peter when he first came in. He was more of a phase 1 when he started, had a lot of headaches, actually had some breathing issues because if you remember, the nerves of the neck do control breathing. He was on a few different medications for the headaches and the neck pain already. Within the corrective care period of time, within the first 3 months, we were able to make quite a bit of change. And then we followed in through the 12th month and made full corrective change. And this is where he was. He was off all medication, completely out of pain. His breathing was getting better. He was off the medication he was on for respiration. So that was really, really significant with Peter. This was Mike. Mike came in, not only did he have a lot of low back pain, but he had a lot of digestive issues. He was a phase 2. Within 3 months of care, we were able to restore a lot of the function to his spine. It took 12 months to fully get this as straight as it is. But within the first 3 months, Mike had told me that he had a bowel movement in 2 weeks. And within the first few weeks, he was getting his digestive system back on track. Within the first few months, most of function and feeling was restored. Within the 12 months, we had as much correction as we needed with Mike. And then the last example I have is Sandeep, also a phase 2, came in, also had some digestive, had suffered from a lot of kidney stones, was always getting kidney stones, had a lot of stress in his life. And then within the first 3 months, we had restored, like I said, pretty much all of the discomfort was gone because he had a lot of low back pain as well. Functionally, digestively was a lot better. Within the 12-month period, he hadn't had a kidney infection or kidney stone once, and he was getting them every few months. So pretty cool stuff that we were able to do with all of these people. As far as your own personal goals, whether it is just to get out of pain or correct a condition or whatever it is, we're just happy to have the opportunity to review that with you. My assistant will be in a minute to go over the results with you, and then hopefully we can help you out. I do thank you for your time, and I look forward to getting you well.